Hello and welcome to Banjo Kazooie. So as you guys can probably tell by the way the picture looks, I am playing on the Xbox 360 version. I actually do have the N64 version as well. I guess I should start off by saying, for those who are unaware, this is a game that was originally released on the Nintendo 64. It is a 3D platformer focused around collection. We play as this character here, Banjo, and as well as Kazooie, which is the bird in his backpack there. So anyways, I am playing on the Xbox 360 version. It was released probably like 5 or 6 years ago at this point. And there's a few small changes. As you can see right there, well, it's kind of gone now. Thanks a lot, Banjo. But on that guy's xylophone, it said Microsoft Game Studios because at some point Rare was bought out by Microsoft. And initially, I think that said Nintendo. The other differences are that this game, or the 360 version, is widescreen. It has a bit of a clearer picture. And when you're in the actual game stages, there's a couple differences as well, which I will mention. But the main reason why I'm playing the Xbox 360 version is that this game will have cross-functionality with Banjo Tooie and Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which are the sequels. And eventually, I would like to do Let's Plays of those as well. So this is kind of going to be a huge 3-part Let's Play series that'll encompass all 3 of those games. I won't do them back-to-back by any means, but eventually I will get around to those games as well. And this playthrough will affect those in a small way. So anyways, guys, let's press start and get right into the game. So here we just have to, I guess we can go through some options first. Help and options, the most exciting part of anything. How to play, I don't need to know how to play. Settings, let's look at settings, maybe that's important. We could, no, not even gonna bother with that. Why did I waste your guys' time? I don't know. Let's just go and play the game here. So it'll drop us in, we get to pick which file we want. All 3 of my files are empty. But I want to pick the 3rd file here, just because he's rocking the Game Boy. I think that's pretty awesome. So we're gonna play Game 3. Ooh, it is a spooky witch head thing. I gotta dig those giant emeralds in the eyes. Although just coming from playing Sonic, is immediately seeing those gems makes me think of Chaos Emeralds. You know, I just kind of realized this, but it's kind of fitting that I'm playing a game with this kind of atmosphere during October. I kind of tweeted about this last night. I hope that there is a minor spoiler, but there is a kind of a spooky themed stage later on, and I'm hoping that stage will land on Halloween, but we'll see. And of course, the witch's gimmick here is that she talks in lots and lots of rhymes. I guess I should probably actually be reading it, because they kind of just have these weird voices. But there is this girl. What do you mean? This cannot be. There's no one prettier than me. Why, it's Tootie, young and small. She's the prettiest girl of all. No, 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 you must be mad. Nicer beauty can't be had. You can see the rhymes. They kind of, she doesn't stop. The entire game, she's just gonna rock all of those rhymes. I don't know if I'm gonna be reading all the text in this game. I kind of like the talking sounds that they have. You guys can read it for yourselves. The text is nice and big. I'm pretty sure even on a small screen you'll be able to read it, so I think that I will not be reading everything out. Well, there's Tootie right there. She's just having a good time running along in the field here. This is the Spiral Mountain area. Oh, this little house. Oh, hey, buddy. How you doing? Got a... I don't know how those glasses are staying on your head. Oh my gosh, look at the top right. Look at Tootie's picture. It looks creepy as heck. Oh, I think I can speed up the text a little bit by holding down the A button. I probably will do that, because the text, a bit notorious for being extremely slow. I will mention one minor gameplay difference. In the N64 version, you can actually skip through a lot of the text. In this version, you can't. I'm not sure if that's true of all the text or just certain portions, but that is one thing to keep in mind. That is part of why, if you are a speedrunner, playing the N64 version is better, because you can skip those things. Also, very strange thing. I'm not sure if this is true on the N64 version as well. But this intro cutscene here, you can't skip it the first time you see it, but if you go make a second file after already having seen it on one file, then you can skip it then. So, kind of a weird mechanic there, but that's how it works. Of course, we're just getting introduced to the whole setup for the story. This is not a very story-heavy game. Honestly, probably 90% of the game's story is packed all right into this opening cutscene, so maybe I guess it's worth reading along here and seeing what's going on. But the gist of things is there's an evil witch. Of course, as I spoiled already, we do play as Banjo and Kazooie. And as you can imagine, just based on how things are going, she's about to kidnap, or she already has kidnapped. I kind of lost lapse of focus there, but whatever. I think she might have already kidnapped Tootie, and of course, being her bigger brother, we're gonna have to go and save her. Tootie kind of makes me think of like a Goldilocks type character, but I don't think Goldilocks from the old stories or whatever was ever a actual bear. Oh, that beautiful, beautiful laugh. So here we go, guys. We do get control of Banjo. As you can see, we have 3 lives, and we have 5 little honeycomb sections. Each one of those counts as 1 point of life. And right now, all we can do is jump. This game is kind of unique in that as you go throughout the game, you actually unlock more moves. So right now, we can just jump, but as we progress, we'll get more and more complicated things. So let's go talk to our friend here. This is Bottles the Mole. Listen up! Well, sorry guys, I'm spoiling everything. I just spoiled Bottles' name. I spoiled that we're gonna play as Banjo in a game called Banjo Kazooie. Man, I am just a terrible, terrible Let's Player. Ah, jeez. So, Banjo is kind of like a big goofy dude. Kazooie is more of like the sarcastic, hard-headed person. She loves picking on Bottles and everyone. She seems kind of chill towards Banjo, though. I don't know why. I guess just because they're bros or whatever. Yeah, look at that. She just straight up calls Bottles geeky. Get wrecked, matey. So, Gruntilda is up in her lair there. Oh, gosh dang it. I keep forgetting I need to be holding down these buttons to make it go faster. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so Gruntilda is up in Gruntilda's lair, and he's going to teach us some moves here to help us along on our adventure. So I can either accept or decline the training. I'm going to go ahead and decline it. The moves he gives you are very simple, and I'll try to show them off here. Now, I will mention, guys, this is not... I haven't, like, specifically gone and practiced for this Let's Play. I have played it as a kid. I have the N64 version, so some of my knowledge of the game is coming from that. But I will miss some things along the way, and I'll probably have to, you know, edit towards them and stuff. But I'll try not to get too lost. So here you'll see that there's little dirt piles, and whenever you walk into one of these... you have to press a button next to it, I guess. There we go. So now he's saying... that because we declined his help, he's not going to help us here. Anyways, we have a few things here. If we press A and press A a second time, we'll do a little hover there with Kazooie. We can also press A and then B to do an attack. And here's just a little honeycomb that's going to heal us up. And we can do that to kill a whole bunch of enemies. But now there's one main objective here. This is Spiral Mountain, kind of the tutorial section of the game. And that's why I'm taking things a bit slow, guys. This will be a bit of a tutorial video, but it'll eventually branch out, not be so slow-paced. And I think it's just good to take our time to get everyone on the same page here. So this is an empty honeycomb piece. If we collect that, as you can see, it adds to a meter there. Collect 6 pieces, and you get an extra health point. So that's one of the main collectibles in this game. I think I mentioned this before. This game is all about the collectibles. So getting extra health is one of the things we will do. One of our next objectives here to get another health piece is to break all of these boulders. I just press the right trigger, and then I press the X button on the 360. I think it's B on the N64. And that'll do I think it's called the beak break. And bam, we get another one. Now, I believe most stages in the game will have 2 of these empty honeycomb pieces, but I believe this one actually has 6, a full thing we can get. So let's just run around and look for them. I think I memorized where most of them are, but if I miss a couple, it's not a big deal. We're just gonna chill and have a good time learning this tutorial here, guys. But, man, once we get to the extra stages, it'll be a little bit crazy because there are a lot more collectibles, and I am talking dozens, if not hundreds more than we have with this one. So there we got the 4th piece. Hello, Mr. Carrot! You are dead to me! Or you're straight up dead. Alright, we got some jumps here. I think that this is a good time to show off the hover thing. As you can see, whoa! Almost didn't make it there because I was like, can I make this without the hover? You probably could, but I shouldn't try. There we get the 5th piece, and right inside here behind the waterfall is a little secret. This guy right here is a 1-up, so we grab that, get an extra life. Alright! I don't actually know what happens if you get a game over in this game. I don't think you lose that much progress. I think you just have to start whatever stage you played last. You have to start that over pretty much. But hopefully we will not figure out what getting game overs will do to us. And we have 5 out of the 6 pieces for the honeycomb crud, so let's go and get that last one. I think it's going to be right up... yeah, right up there. Cool. Now there's a few options we have here. We could jump and hover from over here. Actually, I don't even know if we can do that. But what you're supposed to do is you do a backflip. You hold the right trigger and hit A. Bam! It'll flip you right up there. You could also get up there by hitting A and then... I think with precise timing... never mind, I thought you could get up there like that. But anyways, I'm just curious now. Can I get up there by jumping across? Maybe if you're super precise. But no, that's the tutorial for the backflip, I guess. So never mind. There's not multiple options there, probably. anyways, we have all the pieces here, so let's go ahead and get out of this stage. All we have to do is climb to the top of this little... Can I go first person? I don't know if you can go first person so I can show things off, but there's a spiraling mountain in the middle. That's why the stage is called Spiral Mountain, and if we climb that, we can actually exit. I don't think getting all of these honeycomb pieces was required, but you might as well, right? I am going to go for a 100% playthrough on this game. I probably should have mentioned that before. Here's a little shortcut. You could have just ran around to the right, but I like doing backflips, so there we go. But yes, I will be doing a 100% playthrough of this, and of Banjo Tooie and Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts whenever I get around to those. So I'm ready to... Yes, I am indeed ready to tackle the witch. Let's go! So we're gonna go and go across the bridge, enter Gruntilda's lair. And this is where the game really begins. Up until this point, it's just kind of been a intro cutscene, a tutorial. Nothing too fancy. But I think it serves as an apt beginning to the game. Aha. So here is part of the evil scheme. This fine contraption, so I'm told. I said I wouldn't read this. I'm reading this, whatever. It'll make me young and Tootie old. So basically she has a machine here. It's kind of a sci-fi thing. And she's going to swap bodies or ages with Tootie. So she wants to become young and pretty while she wants to make Tootie old and haggard, I guess. So that's kind of the main objective, the main plot, I guess. It's a very goofy game. It's not meant to be taken too seriously. It's more of a comedy story, meant to just have some funny moments. But it does serve as a good driving point, I think. Going to save Tootie from that, I guess. Oh, of course, when you first enter Gruntilda's lair, of course, there's a giant picture of Grunty right on the picture there. Right on the wall there. But okay, right up here we get our first Jiggy. This is one of the main collectibles in this game. Think of if you're playing in Spyro, these are the orbs, or if you're playing in Mario, these are the stars, and so on. Hey, it's me, Mr. Jiggy! Now go and find a picture with the piece missing. Indeed. So we go ahead and do that. I guess Kazooie's gonna store them in her belly there. Let's move on. The first stage is right over here. We can't actually go to... There's a little ramp right here. We can't quite go up that yet. So the only way we can go is right over here. And that's where we're going to be using that painting that puzzle piece we got. As you can see, the door right here is closed off. But up here is a puzzle with one missing piece. So if we jump right on top, of course, we can put that piece in, finish the picture, and that will open up the stage. And that is going to be how we progress through the game for the most part. We find these puzzle pieces, then we find puzzles that are incomplete, put the pieces in, and it'll unlock the stage. So we want to find as many Jiggies along the way as we can to always make that possible. Alright, we get it, Bottles. I just explained that. You don't need to tell them twice. There we go. We finished that, and we open up the first real stage in the game, Mumbo's Mountain. Hooray. Mumbo's Mountain, again, a very simple stage, but it will have all of the elements that future stages will have. It's not like Spiral Mountain where it's just a pure tutorial. But guys, I think we're going to enter that and tackle it next time. I hope you guys stick with the series. I know this first episode was a bit slow, being a tutorial and all, but we're going to have a great time, so I'll see you guys then. Take care!